Private Tuck is a funny little codger with a smile, a funny smile.
Hi everybody, I'm Certified Tester Nerd, and today I have a really fun comparison here. Now I know there's other videos I probably should do that might be a bit more popular, but this is something that I could do right now, and also just it would be a cool video in my opinion. So we're comparing the two helmets of the 80s, so this is the big transition of helmets. Now, what's cool is actually there's a few original things here. This helmet cover is original. This whole entire helmet is original. And the liner is original. Everything else is replica. Even the chin straps. Now, as you can see, we have two helmets here. We have the classic M1, which the liner likes to fall out of, as you see. So we have the classic M1, introduced in 1941, ended its service in 1985, almost at 1800s, but that would make sense. Then we have the PSAGT helmet. Almost got that wrong. I think it's PSAGT. I don't remember, but or it's PASGT. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, this was the helmet that replaced it. This isn't mine at the moment, although I might probably actually be able to buy this from my neighbor. As my neighbor's, he's letting me borrow it for this video, and he might sell it to me for the uniform, because for my uniform that I'm doing, it's the Invasion of Granada, of course, so this actually was used by the Army a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do with my M1, but, I mean, it still works, and, I mean, I can do pretty cool impressions, either way. So, yeah. As you can see, one is in better condition, helmet cover-wise. The M1 is way better condition than the PSGT or PSAGT. I don't remember exactly. Probably should have done my research before. Chin straps are actually in really great condition. The liner on the, or not the liner, well, yeah, the liner. The liner is also in really great condition. The leather is really nice. Everything's kind of stiff, but still, it looks really good. Nothing's really broken, except the chin strap is a bit difficult to use. But the snap button, it likes to be a little difficult. So we have a big transition here. So we go from a steel helmet, two-piece system with a Kevlar liner or fiberglass liner with a steel pot on the outside. So it's a two-piece helmet, which is actually broken. And that just fixed itself. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, this helmet's so fun. But as we see, this is a little different chin straps than the Vietnam chin straps, and it's the same chin straps as the 80s one. However, this is a replica chin strap. So not the best, but we have swivel bales and all that fun jazz. Then we move on to the PASGT, I believe it is. It's PSAGT. With the helmet cover. Now, of course, the only thing this is missing compared to this one is the cover band. However, I'll just use this cover band for this helmet. So, yeah, this didn't have a cover band. So this is a completely Kevlar helmet, and it's, I think, I'm trying to test this actually. I think it's actually heavier than the M1. Yeah, it's heavier than the M1. So that's probably going to get on. And I actually talked to a veteran before from the 80s, and he said that he liked the M1 better. Although this helmet was better for everything, the one thing it lacked in was comfort. And with how heavy it is, I can probably actually see why. The M1 is a way more comfortable helmet than this is. I've worn this before. It's actually pretty decently comfortable. Although I probably would actually go with an M1 for comfort-wise than this thing. As we can see, the PSA GT is a little different design. So we have the iconic M1 helmet design. And then for this one, we go to a more Stahlhelm designed helmet. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this helmet was designed in 1985, was issued in 1985, and would see service through the 90s, and I think even the early 2000s, although I think we replaced it by the 2000s, so yeah. So there is, of course, another helmet cover and configuration you'll see this in. Well, basically all you have to do is change the helmet cover, and the only thing that changes there is to them the chocolate chip pattern helmet cover for the 90s in the Operation Desert Storm in Iraq. Sorry, my throat's a little sore. But as we can see, it is an all Kevlar helmet. If I peel back a little bit, you can see. Yeah, it is not a two-piece system, and I will say I really enjoy the two-piece system of the M1 helmet. The liner popping out can be annoying sometimes, I will admit. It pops out a lot when you're running around, and if your helmet gets shot off your head, I mean, that's why I don't like these chin straps. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't like them. And maybe because no, I'm not wearing these wrong. Never mind. I just don't like the chin straps. On these ones, I'll have to try on this. Because when you fire, it pinches the skin, and I don't like it. Like with fake recoil, of course. I haven't fired any real rifles with it, but especially with the M16, I don't like it. But yeah. But I like the two-piece system because it's nice. You can use your helmet to cook in, you can use it to piss in, you can use it to shave, you can use it for many things. The shell can be used for so much. You eliminate all of that with this helmet. However, it is a way better designed helmet than the M1. The M1's a good designed helmet, I will say, but the German design for the Stahlhelm and how every single modern helmet is derived from the Stahlhelm. First example with this helmet, it's really evident that this is just a better design. What's interesting is we go back to the old World War II design for the top of the liner, which I find interesting. The helmet cover is velcroed into the liner band. This one, the cover just slips on underneath and the liner goes over. I kind of like the Velcro a bit better, although it probably would take a little bit longer to put on. It makes it a lot tighter. This and my Vietnam cover are very loose. But it also kind of sucks with the 80s cover since it's not a two-sided one. It's very thin. So it's very loose and baggy and hard to just slip into a position. So yeah. The Army mostly used this helmet in the invasion of Grenada, so in 83. I think the Army still may have had a few M1 helmets, however, this was more common. And then, of course, this was used all throughout the 80s, late 80s, and, of course, also during the 90s, saw it all its action in all of its glory. And actually, at the home front, we still use the woodland camo. So, I mean, I don't know when this is dated, this helmet, but this could be a 90s helmet, although I doubt it due to how faded and just torn up it is. And this helmet cover may have seen combat, that or just poorly taken care of. So, there is that factor. Also, for some reason, these 80s covers for this helmet are so rare to find, it's ridiculous. And 180s covers, cheap and easy. This helmet's 80s helmet cover, so hard to find. 90s, you can find repros of. 80s, good luck. Even finding an original, like, it is tough out there. As we see, it keeps a lot of the designs of the holes here. This was the design ever since we had the M1 helmet covers for the Marines in World War II, ever since. So it still keeps that design. I don't remember what these are actually for. To be perfectly honest, I think it's so that you can actually stick things in them. So That's what I think. I don't actually know what the purpose of them is. But yeah. Also, we see something very interesting. The M1 helmet cover is a 2-piece system. The PASGT, I think it is a 3-piece system. So very interesting. We have a middle and 2 sides, and this one's just double-sided. So yeah, this is the US helmets of the 80s. It's only 2, but it's the end of a great helmet and the start of a new great helmet. And that's a very interesting thing about the 80s that not a lot of people actually know. It's the end of the legacy of the M1 and the start of the legacy of the PSGT. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Mike Eaton, he's an awful little dodger with a smile, a sunny smile.